Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, Royal Caribbean and Carnival Cruise Line both had to warn some passengers this week. We also have Carnival Cruise Line has ordered a new ship, but it's not quite the ship we expected them to be ordering. And then another ship that they just brought out of dry dock and everyone's looking forward to getting back on her and seeing her. Well, she's going to be late, and late so much that it's going to affect 1/3 of her first sailing back in Florida. So first off, it is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope you get to spend it with a loved one and at least your family members. Remember, they're loved ones as well. They don't have to be a special partner or a spouse. Your kids, your grandparents, your nieces, your nephews, all of them are your loved ones, and don't forget to mention them and say hi to them on Valentine's Day as well. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. The Sun Princess. Let's do a daily update on the Sun Princess. February 14th, she sails in 4 days. 4 days. And she has to get from the cruise port that she's in right now, where she's being built, all the way down to Rome. And yeah, that's a little bit of a distance to go. Not quite as far as Barcelona, but guess what? She's still in the cruise port. She hasn't left yet, and she's going to have to make her way out soon. Now, we do know that the entertainers are now getting on board and jumping on the ship and getting ready to rehearse and everything. Again, that has me a little concerned that they are not going to be quite up to par and up to being ready to do all the entertainment on the ship. If they only get on the ship now and can rehearse live on, like, in the actual areas that they have to perform in, that is a bad sign, because that's what happened with Royal Caribbean on the Icon. They couldn't get everything done with the crew that was on there yet, and it became a work in progress. And I'm hoping that you guys on the 18th don't get that, but it's not looking too promising. It's still going to be a beautiful ship. It's still going to be fun. The crew's going to be amazing. They're going to get their top people there. It's just be prepared. Just be prepared for a possibility of a little disappointment. Okay, let's talk about Carnival Cruise Line and the Carnival Vista that just had that long dry dock, got a new bar, new kids area, refreshed the buffet and all that. She's on her way back to Florida to get ready, and apparently rough seas coming from Spain across the Atlantic has slowed her down. So much so that she will no longer leave on the day she was supposed to leave. Instead, she's going to leave on Friday, and instead of a 3-day cruise, you're only going to get a 2-day cruise, losing your sea day. She's going to go to Nassau, turn around, come back. And yeah, so the thing is, Carnival is doing a pretty good job at offering compensation. They are giving a $50 onboard credit to each passenger, up to $100 per stateroom. They are also refunding the full day, so if you 1/3 of your cruise fare will be refunded. And you can also cancel it and get a full refund, or you can also get your future cruise credits to book another cruise. And they're even offering $200 in airfare if you happen to be flying in. Now, the good thing is it's a 3-day cruise. Many people doing 3-day cruises are all locals from the area or drivable from the distance. So at least you have that, right, going for you. It's a weekend cruise sort of thing, and so it's not as bad as if you were flying across the Atlantic and then finding out, yeah, you're going to be missing 3 of your 9 days, shall we say. So at least she's on her way. Weather got in the way, but they're offering pretty darn good compensation to the Carnival passengers. I think they're doing a very good job with that. Speaking of Carnival Cruise Lines, guess what? They've ordered a new ship. That's right. They've ordered a ship. Now remember, we just did a report a few weeks ago that they were in the market to get billions of dollars to build up to 4 brand new ships. And these ships were going to be over 200,000 metric tons, which is, our gross tonnage, shall we say, which is more than their Mardi Gras ships are in the Jubilee right now. Those ships are around 188. So they were going to be even larger, up near the Oasis class cruise ships. Well, that's not what we're getting. They have ordered a new ship for 2027, and they are basically the XL class, which is the Mardi Gras and the celebration, the Jubilee. Those ships are now, they've ordered another one. It's an LNG ship. It's going to come out in 2027, which means they do have one more ship coming out next year in 2025. No ship in 2026, and then they're expecting another one in 2027, which, considering they stopped ordering ships for quite a while and only kept the ones that were already on the books, missing 1 year for a ship is pretty interesting, considering they stopped ordering for like 4 years. So yeah, it's not going to be the big mega ship that we thought it was going to be. It's going to be another large ship though, an XL class Mardi Gras type situation that passengers seem to absolutely love those ships on Carnival. So I think they're probably doing a good move. They already have the design. It's going to be faster to build than designing a whole new ship. Doesn't mean the one after that will be another XL class. It may be an even larger one after that once the design team comes up and the engineering team comes up with a new design. We'll have to wait and see if that happens in the future. And finally, both Royal Caribbean and we have Carnival both issued warnings to their passengers this week, stating that the State Department and the consulate have issued a level 2 warning. Now, a level 2 warning means that you should exercise increased caution. And anywhere in the Bahamas, but especially in Nassau, apparently, they're really focusing on this as violent crimes are on the rise there. No matter what the president says in the Bahamas, it is on the rise. So we want everyone to be aware of the situation. So the State Department has raised it up to a level 2 warning, which again is exercise increased caution. A level 3 warning would be reconsider your travel. And finally, a level 4 would mean do not travel advisory. But right now it's just as an exercise increased caution. They recommended using guided tours instead of wandering off on your own to explore areas, because it's a lot easier to wander off and explore an area that can get you into trouble. And the difference between a safe area sometimes when you travel and a not so safe area can be a matter of walking 1 block. It's as simple as that. And that goes for basically almost every city in the world, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the Bahamas, but they are definitely issuing this warning. And so maybe if you're planning to do some excursions and that in Nassau and other Bahamas destinations, just for the time being until that level drops down again, perhaps taking the cruise line's shore excursions would be just a little bit more safe and a little bit more prudent to make sure you and your loved ones are safe. I don't want to have any stories about anybody being hurt because they wandered off in the Bahamas on their own. And I do it all the time. And even I have to rethink some of my destinations sometimes. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.